Right then. We've got an interesting stream ahead, I think. Because we've got wireless power. And that's going to be pretty game changing. How hard are the HV upgrades to make? They're actually pretty easy. Okay, well... Oh, hey Marco. It's going good. I only just hopped on, of course, but... China point redeem do? The one that costs 1,000, it just gives you, like, points, was for... the Streamlabs chatbot. But I kind of moved away from using the commands from that. So at the moment, I'd say it doesn't really do anything. I need to sort that out, really. Right. So how much flux dust do I have now? Stack. So I used all the other flux dust. Okay, so really, we want to have these flux plugs everywhere that can take in all the power. And we need to get some HV upgrade kits and some multi-cycle injectors. Yeah. How hard are the multi-cycle injectors to make at HV? They require the old ones and then some electric gears and aluminum glass, which is really easy. Go ahead. Well, I've got water with me. Yes, no, I see that. I see it, Marco. Don't worry. Are you trying to kill me off? Well, sure. How many channel points do you have? Because, like 16k. Yeah, I'd be dead. There we go. Right, how's the steel doing? Not too bad, but what we should do is I want to get some machine casing, some solid machine casing. And I want to get this on autocraft, really. So if we can get a bender, a lathe, and 2 assemblers. Wait, how many circuits do I have? I have 1 MV circuit. Okay, maybe we start by batch crafting a load of circuits, because that's a little rough. We have got the phosphorus wafers now. Does that lead us to any better circuits. Not without the MV circuit assembler. Hey, me Weasel. I also don't have plastic printed circuit boards yet. Not that they'd be too hard to make, I just haven't got around to it. Okay, we'll do one more batch craft of things, and then we'll see what happens. Let's tidy this up a bit. Okay. 32 of these gets me how many circuits? A stack. I could probably do better than that. Let's do 2 stacks. Which means this number needs to get up to something a little higher. Second tier MV a scam. The second tier, as in these ones, they're 1-to-1 with LVs, so not too bad. I don't think they're too bad anyway. The diodes, yeah. Well, let's see. This is the MV I'd be making instead. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. This isn't hard. I'd need a diamond lens, but that's pretty easy to do. Okay, Yoshi, we'll do it. We'll do it. I think these make more sense. We will need the MV circuit assembler, but we can work on that now. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there are 2 MV ones. Hang on. 3 MV circuits and then 2 HV circuits. Okay, so I need like 6 MV circuits. So silver bolt, gold wire. Yeah, we'll get some better circuits. Diodes and resistors. Yeah, the diodes are expensive. They kind of suck, don't they? Played only like 2 hours total this week. When was that? Have I done the maths right on this? I have 1 MV circuit already. I'd need 2 other MVs left over. I think I've done it right. Yeah, these go towards the HV, and then these 3 I have No, I've got auto crafting, just not properly. For the circuits, no. We'll do it. We'll do it now. To be honest, we get the MV circuit assembler. Um, we'll batch craft some microprocessors probably, and then we can work on some autocraft for circuits. I mean, it's that or we get them on passive, which wouldn't be too hard either. Because you keep the plastic printed circuit boards for a while, don't you? Right, anyway. We need 2 more HVs. So annealed copper and electrum. Got the annealed copper, so just the electrum. Right. Those in, those 2 in, and transistors. Yeah, they've got universals. They're not the same, like, texture, but they function exactly the same way. Craft them with any LV circuit on SETI 5. Never use universal circuits. That's crazy. They're really good. I'd say the recipe for them is a bit easier in Moni Factory, which is just through the what is it called? I can hear the noise of it, but I can't tell you what the machine is called. Right, let's make that. Copper cable we have. 2 more of these as well. Good. Yes, we'll get a lot more auto crafting done today, I think. Did I put the other HV away? I did. Okay. Right, we just need way more copper cable. Do I have copper wire coming? No, but we should do that. Right. Need like 2 more of these as well. That's the piston, then those 2. Robot arm. Okay. Boom. MV circuit assembler. Okay. So with that, we can I'll just stick it here for now. We can make the next tier of circuits. So I need CPU chips, which needs the diamond lens. We got an exquisite diamond lying around. Oh, of course we do. Lathe. Okay, so that's the CPU chips coming along, but we're also going to need the plastic printed circuit boards, which means we need polyethylene and sulfuric acid. Where's our sulfuric acid? We've got quite a bit, right? A lot of diluted. PVC is so easy. Well, I have no idea what PVC is. Oh, polyvinyl chloride, of course. Sorry. Okay, I do know what it is. Yeah, of course. No, of course. Okay. Yeah, vinyl chloride from having polyethylene is pretty easy. We have the ethylene. It's probably this recipe, right? Or ethylene and chlorine. Ethane. Can't we get that from... Yeah. Interesting. Okay, we'll do PVC. Sure. And we've got chlorine, we've got ethylene. This should be quite easy to do. Where's the ethylene? This all sort of needs redoing because I need to buffer everything. I didn't buffer enough things. Like I should be buffering the ethylene and the sulfuric acid, really. Hmm. It's really tempting just to break all this stuff. Should future-proof it. Yeah, if I'm future-proofing it, I'm getting rid of everything here. Like, everything from this bit onwards is fine. This is the rubber and the chlorine, which are doing quite good. I could buffer the chlorine somewhere as well, to be fair. Yeah, when I made these, I didn't buffer nearly enough of the stuff, and I really should have done. This side's just for oxygen, which is great. Now, this is all fine. This stuff should go. The polyethylene. Okay. We can probably just move it. Right, I'm gonna do it. Let's get rid of all the Tom Simple storage stuff. Because this is kind of already outdated. Now that AE2's not too hard anymore, we really don't need the Tom Simple storage doing all the passive stuff for us. Okay, so up to oxygen is fine, and then We don't use sulfur dioxide for much more, do we? I mean, even the way we're making sulfuric acid is probably a bit... why are the only recipes for sulfuric acid in the... Okay, never mind. We have one LCR. Is it crazy to go for another one now? Okay, that's a little bit crazy. Let's not bother. Whoops. You only did light hydrocracking? Wow. I did like everything. Though, in Moni Factory, because you had, fluid drawers, you could have a 2x2 fluid drawer. And when it comes to the oil cracking, you could literally crack all the different types of oil. What am I doing? Distillation tower. If you look at all the different different oil stuff, the first 4 outputs are always the same. Basically it meant you could do 2x2 fluid drawers and then just send any oil you had available into the thing, and it wouldn't like get blocked up or anything. It was really nice. Right, okay, so here we're making sulfur dioxide, which should really be getting buffered. I don't really want to use drums for this. I'd rather use fluid drawers, but maybe I use super tanks. They're just very expensive with circuits, that's all. Do the casings function in this? Like, does this work as a... This is nothing, right? Because I swear in Moni Factory this had, like, fluid storage. Bronze. Plates. The only oil products I need are propene, butene, and butadiene. Oh my god. Maybe octane. I'd normally do it for gene gas, but I'm guessing... Yeah, there's no gene gas in this. What about benzene? Wood tar? Yeah. Right. This. Yeah, I did it in Moni Factory to get more uh benzene. Three pumps. Very good. But how many? Yeah, that's all my LVs, which is a bit crap. Okay, well, sulfuric acid is the one I'd want to have buffered. So this whole thing needs just taking out, really. Just gonna do this for now. That's very Russian. My goodness. Okay. The sulfuric acid at least means that I can get the plastic printed circuit boards, right? But when it comes to the PVC, I need another chemical reactor or two. Two, I'd need. How many circuits do I have left? Two. And I'm pretty sure that the... yeah. I'm just spread too thin right now. I need to just batch craft a lot of circuits. It's just hard knowing which circuits I'd want. I kind of can't do... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do PVC just yet. I'm going to do some polyethylene sheets with this. Just at first. Because I kind of can't do anything else. Right, and then this is... There's no setting needed, okay. Right, and then after that it's more copper foil with iron 3, okay. Or cupric chloride, which I always forget exists because it wasn't in Moni Factory. I should set this up at some point. Needs the EV mixer though, so I guess not for a while. That diamond lens was finished a while ago. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that is going to need to be in a laser engraver with some silicon diodes. Oh, I can cut this now. Right. Laser engraver. So hang on, the CPU wafer can cut into how many? 8. Okay. 8 is pretty good, not gonna lie. And then how many of the CPU chips are used per circuit? 1. Okay, oh, brilliant. Okay, so this in here with more copper foil. Gets me plastic printed circuit boards. Fantastic. Okay. So I've got those, and I've got the CPU chips. What else do I need for these microchip processors? Transistors, capacitors, resistors, and copper wire. Easy enough. We can make some SMD capacitors. Can I? Hang on, it's either polyvinyl chloride or silicon rubber. I haven't got either of those. Okay, maybe I can't make them yet. I can make these ones though. Right, aluminium foil, polyethylene. Yeah. What's wrong? Oh, that's what's wrong. Okay. HV assembler down here has PTFE in. We don't really want that. We want polyethylene. With these two. Yes, okay. So we've still got resistors lying around. We still have... what is it? Transistors and capacitors. We have no transistors. I think there's some in... Oh, we can make this. But there's some in here, right? There's transistors. Resistors, transistors. And fine copper wire, right. Why are they all laughing? That's so weird and creepy. Cool. Okay, CPU chips and transistors, resistors, CPU chips, and the capacitors that are downstairs. There we go. Okay. Also gonna need tin. Can I do tin dust? Oh, I totally can. That's way better. Okay, and then the CPU chips should be getting laser engraved. Yeah. Chuck them in here, they'll be fastest in there. Yeah, let's skip this. There we go. Come on. Okay. I just realized I can't put any of this stuff in here because it's for the MV. Circuit assembler. It needs to go to the one over here. So CPU chips, plastic printed circuit boards, fine copper wire, these three things, and some liquid tin. Right, I can't... Yeah, these LV circuits don't go into the MV ones. More of those. How are these doing? Pretty good. Right, let's make the MV ones. I need some red alloy wire. Okay, got loads. Brilliant. And that's it. That's all I need to change. Okay. Cool. Okay. They're now processors, not circuits. Okay, so ideally, we use these circuits to make some chemical reactors to sort this stuff out. Oh yeah, you don't... Right. Right, you know what? If anything, I'm gonna make more LV circuits, just so I can make more super tanks. I genuinely think that's the most important thing. Because I hate using the drums. And I'm fed up with it. Right, these, and I ran out of resistors. Yeah, this is the state of the auto crafting. Not a whole lot right now. Okay, so when it comes to these, I got 24. That should be a few more super tanks. Okay. Right. What do we want to buffer with the super tank? The glue in here, I think. There you go. Chlorine would be a nice thing to buffer. Okay, another storage bus. Okay. We'll need an ice and void cover for this. Hang on, can I also craft this? I haven't got a sorting alley ready yet. And I just put like a bucket in the system. I want to make the sulfuric acid better, because you can just do it in one step with the large chemical reactor, right? Sulfuric acid in the LCR is just sulfur and water. Like, this would save so much time, and I can use all these machines for other things. With the microprocessors, how hard is it to make the next tier of circuit? Inductors, RAM chips. Nickel, zinc, ferrite. I remember you. Yeah, okay. It just feels like everything is slightly too annoying to make right now. I know that's kind of lazy, but I need to sort of prioritize everything. I want more circuits, which means I should really get some PVC. And the best way to do that is to get 2 more chemical reactors. One to make vinyl chloride and one to make polyvinyl chloride. I also need to use a super tank, which I should have. Did I use both already? I might have done. I want to buffer the ethylene. Okay, hang on. The 60-second recipe. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier either. Okay. Well, I'm currently just going to send it into the system. I think that's the best thing to do. At least it'll be on, and I'll get some ethylene out of it. And if I make another chemical reactor... How is this cable doing? Was that 7 amps? Yeah, okay. Keep an eye on that. There's probably too many LV machines here, to be honest. For 16 amps. Okay, so I want to make vinyl chloride in this LCR. So I need ethylene and chlorine. Can I get an export bus? Ethylene and chlorine. Oh, on setting 1, right? Yeah, that gives me vinyl chloride and hydrochloric acid. Oh, hang on. I don't want to use an export bus. I need to use an interface and a pump. Because I'm out of tin cable, really? Okay. Right, yeah, no, I need to use an interface because I want to pump both of them in. Because there's 2 outputs for vinyl chloride, I'll output them into just back into the system for now. Then we'll take this whole wall out, really, and redo it, but... Right, chlorine and ethylene. Oh, are you... Are you not getting the ethylene? Yeah, it's going in here. Okay, now you'll get the next batch of ethylene in there. That'll get some vinyl chloride. That then needs to get mixed with oxygen. In another one of these. Come on, there we go. And we should still be fine with amps. Yeah. Okay, so you've got vinyl chloride. Right. You fluid filter. Okay, well, it's a mess, but it's working. Oh. Right, and then the problem with this is that sometimes the output gets put in this slot. So we'll see if that ends up happening. There you go, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, what about PTFE? Is there any way we can get some PTFE? Okay, chloroform and hydrofluoric are both getting made around here. You're making chloroform. Okay. About the hydrofluoric then? We haven't got a sort of passive source of fluorine yet. We were going to use topaz. Right? I don't think we ever made... Okay, hang on. Let's process these topaz geodes with this thing. So they'll come in. They get cut. They get macerated. Is this what we want to do? The purified topaz dust can go in here. These don't do anything. I'd just be macerating him again. Because all I want is the dust. If all I want is the dust, is it better just to throw it in the ore factory? Take the sifter recipe at MV. That's not great. Whereas the crushed ore is just 1.5 dust, right? But you also have the chance of this other stuff. And the blue topaz we can also use to get fluorine. One just also gives hydrogen, or oxygen, sorry. So I don't know. If anything, it makes sense to just get outputted here rather than going into the ore washer. And then we can make an ore factory for it. Right. How many circuits do I have? 6 MV. Hang on. Do I have any plastic printed circuit boards? I have 1. That's only because I ran out of copper foil. Red alloy. Oh, and I ran out of tin. We'll get some MV circuits. I'm going to make everything I need to auto-craft steel machine casing, solid machine casing, which is 2 assemblers, a bender, and a lathe. I run out of transistors. Annealed copper. Okay. Solid machine casing. We need the bender and the lathe. I need a lot of these. 8. Always something. I'm stretched so thin. Right, copper, nickel. Nickel, give me copper nickel. Need more. 2 of these. Oh my god. Okay, MV bender. Can we do the same for the lathe? Oh. Hang on. Are you the same? Yes. Fender and lathe. How many? We need some more pattern providers. What else? Logic processors. Yeah. They all need the gold skystone. Hang on. If we plug these in anyway, we can get more of the gold skystone stuff. Put it in there. Okay, so all these need to go into here. Yeah. I got flux steel yet? I have some. We turn some into foil. We could double this. Versus and quartz. ME assembler. Pattern providers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we should let me do this. Okay. We can make stuff like this and steel plates. Oh, no, sorry. Hang on. Take that out and do that. Take that out and do that. There we go. Okay. That and then rods as well. We can do. Thing with aluminium rods. Cool. Okay. Then we need 2 assemblers. Okay. How's all this doing? You don't have any ethylene. You... We don't have any sulfur. Oh, because I'm not importing any more sulfur into here. That's probably fine. Because we're going to swap it out soon anyway. How is the... The chlorine's fine. The methane's fine. How's the topaz? Well, we got quite a bit more. Are you not taking them in? Oh. There you go. Come on. I just need enough of this stuff to get these 2 more assemblers, and then really it's just using some aluminium gear. No CPUs available because we have like one and it's making all the plates. Okay. Can I just make this myself? There you go. Okay. Assembler. Is this only the first one of two? Yeah. Rough. Okay, it's fine. We'll make it work. In fact, I think I know what I can do. I can make that thing the wire cutters. The programmable circuit thing. Just need a calculation processor. Easy enough. So what we'll do is make this using the phosphorus doped chips instead, because it's just so much better. Then I'll make a basic card, make a crafting card, and we'll make the programmable circuit card. I should call this assembler PC, the programmable circuit. There's not enough soldering alloy in here. Okay, and then the circuits, the printed circuits, these, and then the silicon ones. It needs to be HV. Fine. A few more. Of course it needs to be HV. Right. There we go. So this is the programmed circuit card. This goes in the pattern provider in the upgrade slot, not in there. There we go. And then if I get a pattern, I haven't got any. Okay. So I would like to make steel frames. I keep this there now. And I'd also like to make solid machine casing. Again, we keep that in there. Boom. That is going to do that all for me. And then we'll make another one of these, and that'll be a topaz one. We'll get loads of topaz dust. Hang on, where? This is the topaz one. I already have it. It's right here. Okay, so all I need is the electrolyzer. Getting me fluorine. Okay. I mean, sure. How long does it take, the topaz in the electrolyzer? These things usually don't take too long. It needs to be MV anyway. Okay, that's fine. Let's make an MV electrolyzer. Need silver wire. Okay. No crafting processes available. Right. I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back. I can use my little be right back thing. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay. Right. Load of solid machine casing. Really good. The electrolyzer is surely something we can... Oh, because I'm waiting on... Okay, then I'll make this myself. If you could pull the wrench out, but you can't. Oh, these are already full. Okay, you're not that full. Oh. Why are there oak logs in there? They get put because that's part of the all the inventories. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. It's like it's part of all the connected inventories. So when we were trying to store stuff, it just chucked 2 stacks of oak logs into the anvils, which is ridiculous. How's all this doing? You're still at 0. Because we keep electrolyzing stuff. Unlucky. Is this done yet? Okay, one more. Honestly. It got stuck. Oh, well, that's great. Okay. Right, advanced electrolyzer. So this thing's gonna make topaz. No, it's gonna electrolyze topaz into what? Into fluorine. Ah, maybe one of them doesn't. Oh. There we go. I guess that's why I got stuck. Right, so when we electrolyze topaz, we get aluminium dust and silicon, as well as fluorine and hydrogen. And then if it's blue topaz, then we get oxygen too. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is input both into the same electrolyzer. And then we'll have a super tank for the fluorine, and then the rest will go into the system for now. Obviously, like dumping hydrogen and oxygen it straight into the system isn't something I really want to do, but maybe we'll have like a subnet or something in the future that can do this sort of thing, you know? Where am I gonna put this? I can't use an export bus. I need to use an interface. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll grab a super tank. Let's do this. It's not huge, it's a large pipe. Okay. Oh, the stupid wrench is stuck. Okay, super tank. Cool. Right. Over here. So we put this fluorine in here, lock it. Then we're gonna need a conveyor that pulls the topaz or the blue topaz. Should really be just on one. There we go. Then I need to get a storage bus on this thing. And we do that. And then we need to get the okay, hang on. We do this as well. But I'm hoping the pump is quicker. I just can't guarantee that it will be. What? No, X. It should be prioritized a bit more. Here we go. Insertion high priority first. Well, no, actually, I really want to do it on low priority, but we'll put it high for now, just so I can stick it in. What? Okay, it doesn't matter. It's fine. The number is going up. It's doing its job. It's fine. We have fluorine on passive. Now I need to get the methane and the hydrofluoric together. Oh. I will give it a copper upgrade anyway, I think. But yeah, in future that should be voided. There we go. Okay. So, hydrofluoric acid plus chloroform gets me tetrafluoroethylene. So I'm going to need a hydrofluoric acid chemical reactor. I'm going to need the HV one that does the actual recipe, and then the one that does chloroform. Methane, really? Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to take you, and what we're going to do is put another super tank in. Okay, having no steel, and then the steel bender, the seal plates not being on passive, and then the MV bender being really slow, kind of really sucks. So, steel plates aren't something I'd want on Autocraft anyway for forever. It would be something I'd have just very temporarily. Because they're too useful. And it's not quick enough, unfortunately. Right. This and another one of these. Okay. We've got ourselves a methane storage bus. A methane super tank, I should say, really. The fertilizer's kind of a problem. It's honestly not used in a whole lot. It's not used in the greenhouse. No. It's used in the crop one, but yeah. Okay, so we have methane, we have chlorine, we have fluorine. We basically have everything we need. I guess not hydrogen, but we've got enough byproducts that give hydrogen, so it should be fine. We've got this chemical reactor to make hydrofluoric. We need the one that makes chloroform as well. So I guess I need 2 of these. Yeah, so you make chloroform, and then we'll make some hydrofluoric acid. That's the PTFE done, really. Something else we could do is we could get a flux plug with an HV transformer, maybe. I guess it depends where I'm putting this PTFE thing. A flux point, I should say. Need more obsidian. I only need the flux point. I don't need flux storage yet, but we'll get back to it. It's fine. Yeah, no, I wanted to try this. Can I... not a transformer, I want an energy converter. It's native to MV, but I need HV, I think. Unless I transform up. Have I got a transformer that goes up from MV? No. Okay, I need 16x lumium wire. Done. Oh. Okay, well, either way, it's going to need a the energy converter there, and then I'm also going to need a transformer from HV to MV. Missing copper cable. Hey, spider. You've been here, but you're busy harassing Zach. Who's Zach? Oh, yes, okay. Of course. I had a feeling. Whoops. I mean, I remember you telling me about blocking mode. I just... When I was doing the circuit, I didn't think about it. Oh, I didn't need to do it in when he said it. The insert from the output side, I didn't forget anything there. It was all fine. I think, anyway. I don't remember getting stuck with that. I've been pretty good, all things considered. But no, we've got wireless power, and I want to give it a try. I need another HV circuit. Hang on. We have 2 of these. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? The fluorine tanks doesn't allow input from out. Yeah, but I don't think it needs to. Does it not? There is no output side for this. It's just on the storage bus, right? Which means it's not going to get pulled from. I guess I could do that, but like, what does that make a difference? I guess I'd turn off the auto. We allow fluid input from the output side. Sure. Okay. Right, I need some inductors. Can we make some inductors? Steel ring, copper wire, polyethylene. We have no steel rods? Jeez. Difference compared to what? I thought that's what it was doing anyway. Right, inductors. Very basic kind, but inductors nonetheless. Oh, okay. Sure. I thought it was a priority thing on the storage bus. Okay, so CPU chip, plastic printed circuit board. Okay, not CPU chip, RAM chip, red alloy. Okay, I got you. Inductors and capacitors only. So get rid of those and put these in. Boom. Microprocessor assembly. Higher tier circuit. We've done quite a lot of stuff. This is good. I'd still rather be doing infrastructure stuff, but we're kind of doing that. We're gonna get PTFE ready for another LCR, which is fun. Did the quest complete? Yes. Okay. The other lumium's in here. Oh. There we go. HV 16 amp energy converter. Cool. Sure. Okay. So what I want to try is a flux point. Boom. Oh, I love that. That is so very cool. Then I can do this. And then we'll have... Oh, let's do this right. That's stepping down from HV to MV, so we're outputting MV. So that's right. I just need to wrench it. God, none of the wrenches work. Are we being... Okay, I think it has to be in the super chest. There's loads of hammers. But where are the wrenches? Ah, just terrible. Right. Face this way. Good. Okay. So we'll grab the HV chemical reactor. And we'll get all the fluids out of here. Okay. Right, I have LV. Okay, I need an LV energy converter as well. Hang on, do I have one of those? Oh, no, not converter, transformer. I definitely don't, by the way. But it's not too hard. Right. Cool. So one of these, I don't really know where this is going to go. Maybe it can go in front. This is the thing that takes the hydrofluoric acid and the chloroform. We need more fluix cable, really. Sure. Hmm. Where do I want to bring it over from? Nope. Whoops. Okay. That is a problem, actually, isn't it? I can't put an MV machine in front here because then the MV power from here will come in and ruin everything. I'd need like a cable in front to block it or something. Let me rejig this a bit. Okay. Definitely need aluminum wire there. And then I guess we do MV into LV like this. And then we can bring that there. And then I guess do this. Okay. We need to make I don't want to make drums, but I should buffer all these things. I guess I don't need to buffer chloroform. But I guarantee you I don't have enough processes. Yeah. This is so annoying. I have no idea how much of these things how much chloroform do we have? There's 6 buckets. And how much hydrofluoric? None. Okay. Once again, we need a super tank. How many plastic printed circuit boards? Clean 0 is how many we have. Copper. Can I just... more rubber. Yes. How are we for tin wire? Right. You and some polyvinyl chloride. There you go. Right. Sure. I need copper wire as well, actually, don't I? Okay, we got some. Okay, you instead, take you out, you out. Transistors, resistors, and CPU chips. Transistors, resistors, and CPU chips. Okay, so we ran out of SMD transistors. Not transistors, resistors. Okay. Electrum wire, I guess. We haven't really got tantalum, so carbon, electrum, and polyethylene. Sure. This is fine. We're pretty close to tantalum anyway. We ran out of polyethylene. Right. We plugged this. Shove this in there. I'm gonna need some more hermetic casing, whatever it is. Hermetic casing. Let's grab 18 of this, turn it into the pulp. Grab the large pipe. Make some steel plates. Okay. We ran out of plastic printed circuit boards. There should be more in here. Okay. Right, once again, I need at least 2 super tanks. Right. Of course, we just have no copper wire. That's fantastic. I feel like I had more reliable passives much earlier on in Moni Factory. Kind of dropped the ball a bit. Okay, so okay, 2 super tanks. No, 2. Okay. What do we use fluorine for anything other than fluorine trifluoride? That's a long wait. Okay. Use of fluorine. Yeah, that's a long wait. Yeah, who cares? Sure, who cares? It's fine. Yeah. Okay, so we can do this and not feel bad about it. It does not need a recipe. Okay. Hang on, you have an export bus. Crap. What do we do with the hydrochloric that we get? What? You have a vinyl chloride. Keep off vinyl chloride. Where'd the hydrochloric? Oh. There you go. Okay. Did we make the pump? No, but yes. Okay. Hydrochloric acid. Yeah, I mean, we'll. I'm sure we'll have like a dedicated hydrochloric acid storage and everything at some point. Very soon. I just realized this is tetrafluoroethylene. This isn't even like the thing I should be super tanking. If anything, it should go into another another chemical reactor. As in, like, it should go... Yeah, hang on, screw this one. Yeah, you're not getting anything, right? No. Okay. You... shove in there. Can I... Right. Yeah, let's get another export bus and send, oxygen into here. And then we'll get the super tank. There we go. Okay, we're missing... How many processes do I have? At least 2? 8. Brilliant. Okay, I'm missing the chemical reactor that will make the chloroform now. So let's... Let's grab that. Okay, yeah, so chloroform should just be chlorine and methane with more hydrochloric as a byproduct. Okay, so I'll run it the same way we were running this one. Super tank. How many tin screws do I have? Tin bolts. Chuck them in the lathe. Okay, and then I need you. I need... So many super tanks. Well, because I can't make fluid draws. Right. Do that. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Chlorine and methane, both of which have their own dedicated super tanks, so this should definitely work. And testing 1. A lot of chemicals, yet double layered stock passive maintains only a portion of the storage, not to fill up with byproducts. Oh, that's so smart. How do you set that up? Please, please enlighten me for crafting, because that sounds great. Okay, and then I put a pump on this end. Cool. No, yeah, be on export. Oh, I didn't. Oh, no. Oh. Yes, that's it. Okay, good. Well, there you go. That's making polytetrafluoroethylene. You use fluid detectors. These are just things that like I know exist, but I just wouldn't know how to like actually use them in so many situations. What did I do here that it's not been claimed? Am I blind? Netherrack. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I accidentally made netherrack one time. Okay. PTFE casing. Never mind. Blank patterns. Fantastic. Look at that. Insane. Playing around with storage bus priority, a stocking tank gets high priority, while the recycling machine's input buffer gets mid priority, lower than the stock tank but higher than general storage. So wait, what? The recycling machine's input buffer? What recycling machine? Right, I think what I need to do is batch craft like a stack of LV mostly electrolyzer. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm gonna batch craft a stack of HV, MV, and LV circuits uh for the next stream, I think. Like from now on. Because what I think I need to do is I need to get a few more auto crafting machines. So I need a multi-smelter that does auto crafting. So not like a passive one like the iron one. So anyone for like that can just do copper or gallium or I don't know, electrum, anything like that. Gold. So then they need a lot of HV circuits, and then LCRs need a lot of HV circuits. So I'm going to use HV circuits for them, and then I can make some more MV machines that can be used for auto crafting as well, like another MV assembler or two, or a fluid solidifier or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to need a lot of all the circuits. So I think another batch craft is in order, which means polyvinyl. This is good though. I'm quite happy with this. There's hydrochloric in there, which is fine. Right, I need way more copper foil. Hydrochloric acid uses super tank as a stocking storage with high priority. Passive reactors to keep 1.5 buckets. And if a tank is full, the excess gets electrolyzed. So the hydrochloric goes into the super tank at a high priority. So that's all the first bits of hydrochloric goes in there. Then there's a chemical reactor next to it that has got a machine controller and a fluid detector saying if there's more than 1.5k buckets in here, then you get turned on by redstone with a machine controller and a fluid detector. Am I getting that right? If it's right next to the tank, the reactor can just use a regulator. A regulator. Oh, a fluid regulator. Of course. Okay. Okay. If I want to make a stack of each circuit, that's gonna need like 21 of these plastic printed circuit boards. You're gonna need 32, but you're gonna need actually a stack, and then HV needs another stack, another 32. Sorry, so I need like 2 stacks of plastic printed circuit boards. Right. That's like an hour of stuff if it was running constantly. Hmm. And I haven't got the polyvinyl chloride for this, really, have I? Maybe I do. How's the iron 3 doing? Terrible, we've run out. Yes, no, I always struggled with keeping stuff like hydrochloric acid with a big, like, not running out of chlorine because I was turning it all into hydrochloric acid, or not running out of all my hydrochloric acid because I had chlorine instead. You know, like, it was always so hard to keep both of them in Moni Factory at like a stable number. But no, yeah, your way would absolutely do that. Right, iron 3. We have hydrochloric. We've got a lot of hydrochloric acid, actually. Wow, okay. I mean, of course you do. That's just how it works, but I'm surprised there's this much already. Oh. Okay, microprocessors. Let's just see all the other bits I'll need. Actually, just microchip processors. So, resistors, transistors, capacitors, CPU chip. Okay. There might be some in the cutter down here. Okay. There's 29 in there. Transistors, capacitors, resistors. Okay. Low on resistors. I think we are making... Yes. Right. Yeah, my plans are batch craft Abydos circuits, use all those circuits to just beef up the infrastructure a little bit, get some more autocrafts going, get some more passives going, tidy a lot of this stuff up, and then like gut a lot of all these old machines, and then once we've done all that, we can probably do a bit more building. And then we'll start taking a look at EV. I think I'm not gonna do EV until I've got a bigger clean room. So I'll build a space for the clean room, proper clean room, not this little shitty one. 21 buckets of PTFE is quite nice. Chlorine's doing really well. Right, iron 3. Oh jeez, I got so much stuff. Rubber. Okay. Fuck you in there. Good. You're full. Just dump it. Polyvinyl chloride sheets. That's nice. Let's do like 32. Sure. Take you. More copper. Yeah, my copper ingots are always really low. Which is why we really should get a multi-smelter for it, because we've got loads of the dust. How many microchip processors do we have? 18. Yeah, no, these microchip processors are going to be the easy ones, I think. It's the MV ones that'll be tricky. Yeah, because if we want 2 stacks of these, hang on, but then I use 2 per for okay. So I really need 3 stacks. Oh, it's a lot either way, just to get what I want. We're low on copper. Find copper wire. Oh. Yeah, this is really slow. We haven't got an HV chemical reactor anymore because I'm using it for PCFE on passive rather than just using it for anything. So... Oh. Hang on. Let's put this on. Okay, well, there's not really much more I can... I'm going to be sitting and waiting on plastic printed circuit boards for a long time, I think. So I might end up around out of tin. How's gold cable? Pretty good, all things considered. Okay. What are you missing? Sulfuric? Right, nearly there with this stuff, which is actually, that's gone quicker than I thought it would. But I think the MVs will take much longer because we only get 2 instead of 3. And then half of those MVs need to get turned into HVs. How is the steel doing? 800. How much sky steel do I have? I got loads. That's good though. That is really good. It's the frames get used a lot as well, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know the MV to HV's 1-to-1. But if I want a stack of both, then I need like a stack of 64 crafts of this to get 2 stacks of these. Then I get to keep 1 stack, and then the other stack would go towards this. Yeah. It's cool. We're nearly there with the LVs anyway. That'll be 57, 60, 63. There you go. I don't think we're going to touch the EV circuit for quite a while. I honestly think it'll be next week by the time we get the EV circuit. Unless it's something I desperately want from EV. Because, yeah, the clean room, I know I've got one. I'm going to make a bigger one, a proper one. I should rush to it. What's so good about rushing to it? The perfect overclock multis. It would be good for like, oh, it would be kind of good for the infrastructure, wouldn't it? What can I make? How many of these can I make? Like what machines? Forming press, which again is useful for all the like AE2 things I make. A wire mill for auto crafting as a multi-block would be really good. Oh, it's not fair. They're already useful. Okay, maybe you're onto something. Okay, maybe I rush to that, get these. Oh, it's so easy. Apart from like the circuit, but it needs blue alloy as well. We need to sort out blue alloy. Oh, that's not even that bad. Oh, it's not even that bad. Okay. Okay, you're onto something. We batchcraft these circuits. We work towards that. And then we expand all the auto crafting using those multi-blocks. Hang on. These things, they use like funny casing, right? Yeah, that's insane. Are we gonna have issues with this, where it's gonna be some stupid... Oh no, that's for a different thing. Okay, good. That's nice to see. Uh, this stuff. Beryllium bronze. Like, what is this shit? You know, am I gonna need to? I have to vacuum freeze it. That kind of adds to the pain, doesn't it? Oh, let's just no. Let's just do that again. Right. Yeah, no, because making all the multi-blocks, I'm gonna need all these weird casings, right? And these are all vacuum freezer recipes. Like silicon bronze. Well, it's a bit of aluminium, but it's also all the EV circuits, right? Obviously, the casing's fine, but it's just. I guess it's not too bad, but all these alloys are weird. I mean, blue steel's not weird, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm either gonna need a bunch of HV mixers or like an auto crafting HV mixer for all these alloys. Oh, it is probably still worth it, isn't it? Okay, well we'll do that. We'll rush it. Right, 63. I'm gonna consider that a stack. I'm not willing to spam buses. I mean, I'm looking at the mixer recipes. You get so much of the dust in one craft of the mixer. You probably have enough for like most of the casing anyway. So it's honestly not that bad, I suppose. Yes, the extruder multi will have all the hatches, I suppose. Right. The MV microprocessor. Red alloy, these three boys. Resistor, capacitor, transistor. Yeah, good. And then red alloy. We immediately ran out of transistors and capacitors. Yeah, only 3 hours. I started quite late, Marco. When you hopped in, I just started. Right. I'm gonna get these microprocessors queued up, and then I will probably will stop. Um, from- okay. Going from like these LV machines to an HV multi-block is gonna feel so good. Right. Also need capacitors. I haven't got silicon rubber, but I have got polyvinyl chloride. So I can do this recipe. Okay, let's grab some hydrochloric in there. Can I get some more hydrochloric? That's too much. And some iron dust. Okay. Stuff like that. Okay. So this plus aluminium foil. There you go. S&D capacitors, so that's capacitors and resistors, then there's transistors, gallium and annealed copper. Cool. Yes. Let's grab one more. We'll hop down. Too far. Okay, cool. That'll do. Okay, goes gallium and what? Annealed copper. Good. It's 32. Brilliant. Okay. Right, they're going. I think we're done. I'll have these batch crafted for the next stream. Tomorrow we'll push for the EV circuit and then the multi-block upgrade kits. And then we got to do all the mixing for the alloys that are part of all those multi-blocks. But we'll have all the circuits to make all those things, so that should be really exciting. There's 5 of us here. We can raid someone. Let's go give someone a raid. Well, we got a few choices, but Zach is live, and raiding him's always quite funny. So, how about we do that? Okay. Right, let's go to this. Right, we're going to spawn a bunch of zombies, and they're going to attack him, and it's going to be great. Right, I will see you guys tomorrow, I think. Right. Bye-bye.